I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that's been weighing on my mind. A good friend of mine told me one time that ignorance happens when people are not educated. Ignorance happens when people are uncomfortable with things. And as a special need mom, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about it and let you other special need moms out there that you're not alone. I understand. If this helps one person down the line, I did my job today. For all of you guys that don't know that have or that follow me, my twins came very early at 25 weeks back in 2013, and life as I knew it has been different. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it, and I wanted to let people know because it happens. I feel that mental health and prematurity is not talked to a lot. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So I wanted to talk to you guys. It is November. It is Prematurity Awareness Month. So I am very random, so I apologize. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I feel that it needs to be talked about. A good friend of mine told me that ignorance, like I said, happens when people are uneducated about something and feel uncomfortable. And I, for the longest time, when the boys came home early, I was stuck. I had stairs coming around everything because my kids were on oxygen and monitors, and we went in public. And it hurts like when you go out in public and you see stuff like that and people stare at you, especially being a new mom, and you hear people critiquing you. It hurts, and I want to let you guys know out there, you are not alone. Believe me, it's my kids are 4.5 now, and a lot of their physical ailments, their physical disabilities, have kind of went on the lowdown. We've been working hard as parents and to get them to where they need to be at 4.5. But now a lot of their invisible needs are coming out, and invisible stuff, and a lot of people don't see it, but they only see when they're having a hard time. They only see in public when we're out at restaurants, and they only see certain aspects of our life. They don't see the 24 hours a day what we go through, and it hurts. Like I said, for the longest time, people that don't know any better, they kind of hurt you when they judge, or they have opinions, or they criticize. So I want to let you moms know that you're not alone. I am seriously sitting in my bathtub right now trying to find so I can tell you guys what's going on, because I feel like we need to talk about it in this crazy house. I live with my parents, and I'm okay with that for now. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it needs to be talked to, and I have some anxiety and from the prematurity aspect of everything. My kids spent 6 months in the hospital. So I really wanted to be a mom. So you are doing wonderful. You're doing the best you can do. If you have to sit in your tub to get a quiet time away from your kids, go do you, you know. It's okay to cry. It's okay to not have good days. It's okay to have anxiety at times. It's okay to not be normal. It's okay to be different, and it's okay not to be typical. And my kids have showed me this through the 4.5 years they've been living, and I love it. They're going to be 5 years old, and it's a big, big milestone for my family. And hey, it's okay to take that criticism. For the longest time, I've been criticized for this, how I parent my kids, how I put a disability on my kids all the time. And I want to tell those people out there that think I just throw name tags on my kids. I can't get that help in society if they don't have a diagnosis. And I am educated enough to see, luckily I'm educated and blessed. I went to school, and I have seen and experienced other kids not having the opportunity to get those needs that they need in their early interventions. So I'm going to do the best I can for my kids. And when you tell me that I'm putting labels on my kids, as a teaching standpoint, those labels need to be, well, I won't get the help in society. I would be doing it all by myself, which sometimes I already do. And it hurts when people talk to you like that. I have people tell me, oh, you can't talk about it no more because prematurity happened 4.5 years ago. And here's the thing I want to tell you about that too. Sometimes it does, but life after the NICU just does not stop after you walk out of those doors. Sometimes it affects you emotionally, it affects you financially, and it needs to be talked to about, because I took myself 4.5 years to admit that I had a problem. It took me 4.5 years to admit that I have depression and anxiety, and that it was being affected because I had the weight of the shoulders on the weight of the world on my shoulders, because I was trying to breeze through life worrying about my kids. And we do as parents, we worry about them. But when you're a special need parent, anxiety and depression is more, it can happen. It can happen to anybody, but it's more common with people with special needs children because of the struggles and stress that comes with it. And if you don't know how to cope with it, it can affect you. And it affected me through depression and anxiety. My anxiety got worse. And it can affect your relationship with your partner. It can do with so much stuff. And I just want to talk to you guys about it because mental health is important. And that's what effects of prematurity has done onto me, and it's not for pity. It took me 4.5 years to accept that people are always going to judge you, people are always going to criticize you. I just let them criticize, their criticism affect my self-esteem to the point where it affected how I am as a parent and how I am as a mom. And I want you all, even typical or not parents, but specialists, not especially kids, you are doing a wonderful job. Keep doing it. My kids are going to be 5, and I'm excited because it is the best year of their life. I had the best 4 years with them, and what they have went through and all their ups and downs has meant this is what I'm here for. I'm good at being a mom, and that's why I love what I'm doing. And please don't let nobody's ignorance make you feel like you're a bad mom. Educate them, even though you want to snap right at them and bite your tongue for your kids because they're watching. Just know there's a lot of ignorant people out there, and there's going to be a lot of a-holes out there that are not going to just understand. They're not going to get it no matter what you tell them to your blue in their face. They're not going to accept what's going on with your kids. Like I have done this with my kids. Not a lot of people accept what's going on with them. They don't want to accept it because they don't understand it. But at least you can do is keep educating. Educate for your kids, you special need moms out there. If you need time for yourself, have mom time. Self-care is a big one. Go get self-care. If you need to sit in your bathtub for 5 minutes and cry, do it. If you're having a bad day because your kid's having a meltdown, it's okay. It's okay that your kid's having a meltdown in the store. My kids do it all the time, and I get a lot of times I get told like, "Oh, you're a bad parent. It's your parenting skills," and it's like they have no idea. A lot of people have no idea what you're dealing with inside your home, and that's a big thing, and it affects people mentally, and it has affected me a lot. And my kids have a whole bunch of specialists and a whole bunch of people that are awesome in early intervention, and they are here healthy enough. Because we do care and because we don't listen to that ignorance. We don't let it. It has affected me, but it hasn't affected the way I raise my kids. We have moved to go to hospitals to be closer to get better hospital care for my kids, and people judged me for that. And the fact we're probably moving back to get better hospital care. But like I said, until people walk in your shoes, until people know what you've been through, the only people can do is just speculate and judge, because it makes them feel better about themselves. But please, those parents out there that see a mom out there, or if you're out in the restaurant and you're giving your kid an iPad, it's okay. It's okay to give your kid an iPad and not feel like people, like you're going to be a bad mom. You're not. My kids are on their iPads all the time, and like I said, for the past 4.5 years, I let it bother me. I let people bother me because I was putting labels on my kids. But like I said, society, I don't get the help without the labels for society. It doesn't make Nathan and Noah autistic because who they are, or disabilities with their disabilities, or chronic lung disease controls them. Yes, my kids can't keep pushing and can't run as often as typical kids can. And yes, I'm a mom that helicopters my kids, but until you've seen what I've been through, until you've seen what I am experiencing as a parent of special needs kids, you won't understand as well. And no matter what, I'm always going to be that kind of parent. If you want me to be that kind of parent, good for you. But I can't, because my kids, if you would take the time to talk to me, my kids don't have, their impulses are too wild right now. They have ADHD severe. So I have to helicopter my kids. Even at 5, I have to be in the same room with them. And, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm accepting that it's okay. It's okay to be not okay. It's okay to have people criticize you. You just have to understand, don't let that affect you. And I know a lot of times it hurts. You feel isolated, but there's a lot of support groups out there online. There's a lot of support people that are going through it. Talk to your family if you feel like you're not yourself. If you feel like you're going through something, especially those moms right after, if you're in the NICU and you come home, you don't have those nurses anymore helping you. You're by yourself. Go and you feel you're not yourself. Take the self-care. Do some you time, and talk to somebody. Don't, like, I waited 4.5 years to finally talk to a therapist, and I have depression, and I have a lot of other things, and I have PTSD, and a lot of people are gonna be like, ha, you're just making these things up, and I have PTSD, from the effects of prematurity and the trauma that went on with my kids, and if I didn't wait and if I didn't ignore those social workers when they were asking me questions back 4.5 years ago, because I was too embarrassed, because I was afraid I was gonna get talked about and stuff, maybe the depression wouldn't have been as bad. Maybe I would have stopped this depression. Maybe my anxiety, I would have got the help 4.5 years. So I want to tell you, mental health is important. Please don't let nobody, I don't know how to say it. Please don't let nobody's opinions affect you. Try not to affect you. Especially when you're raising special needs kids. It's not easy. It's harder. I believe it's harder. I cry a lot. I cry in the bathroom sometimes when my kids are just at their limit and nothing's getting to them. I hold my tongue a lot when I'm in public. Sometimes I hold my tongue a lot when I see other parents going through it, and I see people doing the same thing right back to them. But the best thing you can do is be a voice for your kids, and education, and letting the ignorance, making that, I don't know, making that ignorance go away by educating them. And you are the best advocate for your kids. And I just want to let you guys know it's okay to be not okay, and it's okay to give your kids iPads and be you and do you, and try not to let those people affect your opinions and decisions in life, and go from there. Like I said, I am 27 years old. I have 2 kids, 2 special need boys that have changed my life for the better. When I had them, my expectations of what I wanted for them at 5 is not what I thought. It has changed, and I had to accept it, and it's okay. And they showed me the best life I can ever be on. We may do things differently, but my kids are still boys, and my kids still do typical boy things, but they do it a little bit differently. We are on lockdown a lot of times in winter, but that's okay. Like I said, I will tell you what they have. They got severe ADHD. They have oncoming of ODD, anxiety, chronic lung disease, failure to thrive, and severe asthma. And because of all of our help and our education and our supports, and through our doctors and early interventions, they are 4.5, and they are doing wonderful and ready for kindergarten. And that's a big blessing for us. And I just want to let you guys know, those parents out there that are going through it, you're not alone. And if you ever need to talk, I'm here. If you ever need to talk, there's support groups. Just keep doing you. Don't be afraid. Don't let people's opinions of you change the way you think or anything. Don't let it hurt you like it has affected me for the longest time. And if you feel like it's okay to talk. It's okay that you might have anxiety. It's okay. I got depression, and I'm okay with it. I have learned to live the way I want to live with my kids, and not allow people to affect my decisions. And like I said, keep doing you guys. I love you guys. Bye.